Mama Nurse Tina said, put one in your diaper bag. Breastfeeding just comes naturally. Garbage, maternity leave, lip gloss. Before you go to the store, take some notes. This is your breastfeeding survival kit. Welcome back to Tuesday Tidbits. You are in and out of here in 5 minutes or less. At the end of this video, you're going to know all of the things that I recommend as a certified breastfeeding specialist to gather up in your breastfeeding survival kit before your baby comes. First thing you need is information. I know a lot of people think breastfeeding just comes naturally because breast is best, but really a lot of people struggle. So my suggestion is to gather up great information and maybe take yourself a breastfeeding course before you have your baby. I happen to have one along with a prenatal course and a baby care course. That was a shameless plug. There it is. That's the first thing on the list. This one's controversial, but I love them. A breastfeeding pillow. Now, I mean, whatever you use to support your baby underneath you as you are feeding them, it needs to line up so that you have really good posture. If you spend the entirety of your breastfeeding journey like this, slouched over, you're going to have what I call breastfeeding shoulders, which really suck. Because imagine how often you're going to be doing this breastfeeding thing throughout the day. You need to have good posture. If you find a breastfeeding pillow that you really like, that aligns your baby well, use that. If you find regular pillows that really align you and your baby well, use that. For me, breastfeeding pillow was always in my breastfeeding survival kit. You also need breast pads because guess what? You're probably going to leak breast milk once your breast milk transitions from colostrum to more mature milk. And I always say, have a pair on your boobs and always have an extra pair in your something, your diaper bag, your car, glove box, whatever it is, because one day you will forget to put them in there and then you'll be out and about with just big shadows on your shirt and be like, oh, I wish I had a spare pair. But now you know, Mama Nurse Tina said, put one in your diaper bag. You need nipple care. There's like everyday nipple care, and then there's 911 nipple care. In the everyday nipple care, I have two suggestions for you. Please pick one. Do not use these together. My first suggestion is going to be on the creams and balm side. It is the Lanzano Lanolin. It is a hypoallergenic lanolin. I call it lip gloss. It's great for all of your bits. Or you're going to want to use a silver nursing cup. I love the silverettes. They are great for everyday use to protect your nipples, but they also do have healing properties if you do run into some of those speed bumps. So either of those two in your breastfeeding survival kit is great. And then you also want to have nipple 911 because let me tell you, the time you're going to have a cracked, bleeding, super sore nipple is going to be like 2 o'clock in the morning when all of the stores are closed. Yes, you're going to want to have this on hand before your baby comes. And this, my suggestion to you, is the Lanzano Soothes gel pads. These are like the hydrocolloid gel pads. Oh, I'm like, any new parent I know, I'm like, here, take a package of these and just put it in your medicine cabinet because I'm sure eventually, maybe one day you will need it and you can't go to the store at 2 a.m. Breast pump. You may or may not need this in your breastfeeding survival kit. So I always say it depends on where you live. If you live somewhere with an absolute garbage maternity leave, and if there are any elected officials here that can do something about that for my American friends, please do something about it. But if you're somewhere where you have a crappy maternity leave and you know you'll be going back to work and you know you will be using a pump at some point in time, you need to figure out what type of pump is going to suit you best. Of course, there are wearable pumps, and then there are like double corded electrics that plug into the wall. If you are going to be pumping a lot, you are going to be away from your baby, maybe you're in a profession where you have to leave them for like 12 hours at a time, you are going to want to invest in a good quality double electric corded wall pump. That is a mouthful because your double electric corded that work with a motor that's not attached directly to the pump itself, these are always going to remove milk more efficiently and more completely, which is going to help you protect your supply when you are away from your babies. If you are pumping very infrequently, maybe you just need to, you work from home and maybe you're in a quick Zoom meeting, or maybe you have, a day where you're at work for 4 hours or whatever it may be, and you need to pump like once with a pump, you could probably get away with a wearable. Either way, please make sure that your flange size is correct. You want to lubricate your flange tunnels or your nipples. And then, of course, you want to make sure that your pump settings are correct. Here's what I say. If you don't know what type of pump you are going to want or use, you can always just purchase a manual breast pump. Manual breast pumps, I think they get a bad rep. Like, they work amazingly well, and they are cheap, and they have a really small footprint. You can throw it in your bag really easily. Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you can just use that in your breastfeeding survival kit until you figure out what you want to to do with your breastfeeding journey and how often and how regularly you will be away from your baby. Now, if you're pumping breast milk, you're eventually going to feed that breast milk to your baby. You need 2 more things in your kit. First, you're going to need a breast milk storage bag. And I don't really have a favorite here. If you have a favorite breast milk storage bag, let us know in the comments what it is. But you do need bags to put the milk in. And then, of course, you need a bottle to feed your baby that breast milk from. And I've always had 2 favorites. They have been my favorites for years. My number 1 favorite is the Lanzano Natural Wave Nipple. It has a beautiful triangular shape on it. And then my other favorite is the Even Flow Balance Plus Wide. Again, beautiful triangular shape. When you are looking at bottles to put in your breastfeeding essentials kit, please look for a nice triangular shape to try first. Now, not all babies are going to love it, but I always say if you are looking for a starting point on a bottle to try with your baby, these 2 are great options because they have that round tip, gradual slope, and a wide base. And no breastfeeding essentials kit would be complete without a way to support the main characters. Please make sure in there you have a supportive, comfortable nursing bra. And there's like a bazillion different styles and features on nursing bras these days. You can get the ones with the clips where it folds down. You can get the ones where you just pull down. There's a crisscross, whatever it may be. You want to make sure it's supportive because your breasts are going to feel heavier, especially if they are engorged. You want to make sure it's easily accessible for your baby. You make sure it's easy to wash. No one wants to be doing like a delicate, like hanging some little nursing bra. Like you want to be able to get in and out. You have enough laundry to do. So make sure that nursing bra is a really, really nice, comfortable one. I love Kindred Bravely. I love Little Milk Bar. There is a ton of them out there. So you can get a few if you really like. If you are enjoying this series, Tuesday Tidbits, here is last week's right here. Give this one some love. Click on those notifications so you don't miss any. And as always, be happy, stay healthy, have fun. Bye.